Don't be left without power this hurricane season. Central Plumbing Company is now a Briggs & Stratton generator sales, installation, and service provider. Affordable Briggs & Stratton generator systems come with a 4-year warranty. That's twice as long as the leading competitor's brand. You can keep your cool because Briggs & Stratton generators allow you to use your central air in power outages. And when you buy a Briggs & Stratton generator from Central Plumbing, you'll get prompt, preferred service even during an emergency. So get prepared this hurricane season at Central Plumbing Company. Now at 7000 Greenwell Springs Road, 925-8552.
At Gulf Coast Office Products, we're at pace with the future, offering leading technology and multifunctional office equipment. Whether it's copying, printing, scanning, or faxing, you'll receive the best in quality right here locally.
Gulf Coast has been an integral partner in providing the technology for our company's growth.
From full-color imaging equipment to document imaging software for storage and retrieval, we're leading the way. Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions.
So, Dad, can I borrow the car?
Where are you going?
Just to the movies, please.
They grow up fast.
Thanks, Dad.
State Farm's Steer Clear program helps them learn safety. You get lower rates. When you're there, State Farm is there.
Where are you going?
Work.
State Farm agents David Wilcox in Gonzales and Cliff Orso in Donaldsonville are there for you. Call to start planning today.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat everyone from long drivers to unlucky drivers. Now with 7 locations to serve you. If your doctor recommends physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name. The physical therapy choice of golfers, injured drivers, and everyone in between.
Check out LAFootballMagazine.com and check out our latest article. It's Aaron Thibodeau, St. Frederick's High School in Monroe, 6'3", 225, defensive end, sleeper. We're going to go to our fan question of the week. We're going to have that pulled up really soon. It's very interesting. Lee, this is from Joe of Baton Rouge. Lee, who do you think is the sleeper team in Baton Rouge for state title? Well, this is a lot of pressure, so this is the question I got. But the sleeper team, which I hope it's St. John against Southern Lab, but Southern Lab I think is the sleeper team. St. John's the number 1 team, which we have on tonight. But Southern Lab has probably 16 kids on their team that could sign D1 or 1AA. It doesn't mean they're the best team. It's just they have a lot of talent. They had Chad Jones at one time. They didn't win a state title. They had Marcus Spears at one time, and they did. But I think this team is better potentially, I use that word potentially, than prior to the Spears team and the Chad Jones team. Go watch them play. The thing is, there's not enough footballs for all the talent they have. Guys, y'all know a little about the Southern Lab Kittens. Y'all were a part of, been playing 4 years each.
Yes, sir. Yes,
had a
sir.
chance to go against the Chad Jones or see Chad Jones play against St. John.
Yes,
and
sir.
What was that like back when you were a little younger?
Well, as a freshman, I had the chance to watch from the sideline, and Chad Jones put on a showcase. He's a real great athlete. He's doing real well at LSU. Other than that, he's just a great athlete.
Well, while I have you right now, who do you like college-wise, Corey, in state?
It'd probably be Tim Tebow. I really look up to him. He's a great leader on the field. He has a lot of leadership qualities. He leads Florida, and besides LSU, they're my next favorite team.
Oh, you're predicting college. Oh, you like Florida?
But I'm definitely pulling for LSU this week.
But who do you like in state college-wise for you?
Probably Chad Jones.
No, schools. Who do you like?
Schools?
Yeah.
Southeastern, Nichols, McNeese, any school in Louisiana.
So you want to be a sportscaster. You're predicting all these college games and all
Yes,
this
sir.
stuff, huh?
I'm practicing.
Yeah. So who's going to win, Florida or LSU?
I'm predicting LSU by 10.
By 10. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well,
Brian, who do you like in state?
I like McNeese and Southeastern and a little bit of Nichols too. And I'm interested in McNeese a little bit because 2 of our seniors last year I'm kind of close with, Guy Morgan and Shelby Hemingway. Went there, and Guy's a starter now, and Shelby's a walk-on freshman, but
he's really not a walk-on. He's 6'2", 195.
Yeah, they're talking a lot about him.
I think he was a steal. That's what you have in Baton Rouge in the state every year. You got kids who look D1, they play D1, but they're under the radar. And Shelby was a great player for St. John. I want to. Who do you predict? Do you follow LSU in the Florida game? I mean, while we're on the subject,
I
who do you
love
like?
LSU. I always watch every game I can and everything.
So if Tebow plays, does it matter?
Well, they talk about their sophomore quarterback a lot.
John Brantley.
They say he's pretty good. Like I was reading something the other day about one of the linemen talk about they were glad he could come in.
Y'all want to get into sportscasting and?
I might look
I wouldn't
into
mind.
Now, I take it your dads watch a lot of college football.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So y'all are on the couch a lot on
I
the
grew
Saturdays.
up around college football.
Yes, sir.
Y'all fight over the remotes.
Oh, definitely. Me and my
Sometime.
mom definitely with our soap operas.
They'll have the batteries there to put in the remote when they go out, so y'all
Yes,
can catch
sir.
the game.
Of course.
I grew up that way. My dad was that way. I grew up watching every game possible on TV. I guess that's why I love what I do today. But you know, high school football. Would you like to go against Southern Lab in the Superdome?
Definitely.
Would you like to play a local
I
team?
like to go against anybody.
Anybody get to the Dome, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Who do you like in 1A, guys, besides St. John? Is there anybody that you think is going to be tough to beat if you got to play them?
Well, definitely South Plaquemine. They won the state championship the past 2 years, and from what I hear, they got a real strong team this year. So hopefully we'll be able to play them in the Dome. If not, during the playoffs.
I'm going to give a prediction. South Plaquemines is down. They lost Rich Turner, their quarterback, who signed with Northwestern State and Natchitoches. They lost Lyle Feet, running back, who signed with Louisiana Tech. They're not the same, and I'll predict the top two teams in the state in 1A are Southern Lab and St. John. So it could be very, very, very possible if the brackets put you two on the opposite sides that I don't put any pressure on Tut or your team, but you might be playing, if you go to the Dome, the Southern Lab Kittens of Baton Rouge. That'd be great.
Yes,
That'd
sir.
be a great game.
How many fans do you think will go to the Dome from the area? Probably everybody in the
Oh,
city.
I know a lot
Just
of
about
people.
everybody.
Because we always have a lot of people that come and watch us practice along the football practice field.
Yeah, and South Plaquemines will make the playoffs. They will win their first playoff game. They will probably get possibly the semis. I just don't think they're the same team that you saw the last 2 years. I want to go ahead and tease next week's show. We've got a lot of potential guests next week. We're going to have a great former NFL college player. We're going to have some high school coaches, recruits. We're going to have a question of the week. Be sure to email me at elburkeen@aol.com to give me a question every week. We want to answer your questions about high school football, college, pro. What about the Saints? They're 4-0. 4-0 on the season. I think they're going to the Super Bowl too. I think Steve Foley mentioned it. I've never seen so many fans from Louisiana think this is the best team they've ever had. I really do. I think Breeze is playing beyond understanding, and I think Devery Henderson is unbelievable right now in Colston, and the big tight end Shockey, and their defense is really good. It'd be good to see the Florida Lee in the Super Bowl. Who would they play? They're in the NFC. Would it be the Steelers? Could be the Steelers. In my home, my team growing up that I love. We're going to go ahead and tell you bye. I appreciate Embassy Suites with the hotels and also Bassett Furniture. We'll see you next week at 6:30 on Cox 4.